everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is November 13th, 2024, and Barcelona have handed two more trials to two Senegalese promising players. Also, the club reportedly sent scouts to watch Alexander Isak's most recent match. And finally, Deco has given an update in regards to both Ronald Araujo's and Frenkie de Jong's renewals. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the Goal Kids, Kit Bag, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit Bet Us. All links are down below in the description. Now I begin this video with the news that Barcelona have handed two trials to two young and promising talents out of the African continent. As you know, Barcelona have increased their scouting efforts in the African continent, and as such, they have signed the likes of David Odro, who also had a tryout here at the Barcelona Academy. They've also signed Abdelaziz Isa, and they are set to sign Ibrahim Diarra as soon as he turns 18 years old, and he too had a tryout at Barcelona. And well, now the club have handed a tryout to two more players, and these two players are coming out of Senegal, and their names are Mohamed Dabo, which I think it's the guy to the left with the black vest, and the other one is El Hadj Malik Cissé, who's the guy to the right with his red jacket on. Now, Mohamed Dabo is a 16-year-old attacking midfielder, and El Hadj Malik Cissé is a 16-year-old center back, and both of them play for the under-17 Senegalese national team, and they are coming to Barcelona as part of the pact that Barcelona have with the B Sport Academy. It's kind of the same pact that Barcelona have with the Accra Lions, where Barcelona funds the academy, and in exchange, they get first pick on their best talents. And now these two youngsters have arrived in Barcelona. They will be training in the academy for the next 15 days, more specifically with the Juvenil B or the under-19 B. And hopefully the two of them will impress, and we'll see more young promising talent in our academy. Now, more news, because it's reported that Barcelona have sent scouts to watch the most recent match of Alexander Isak. Now, the 25-year-old center forward, or Swedish center forward, who currently plays for Newcastle, has been doing pretty well since he arrived in the Premier League team. In fact, this season he has scored 5 goals and provided 2 assists in 11 matches, and as a result, he's caught the attention of many European clubs, including Arsenal, who are looking to reinforce their attack, given that Gabriel Jesus has been a little bit inconsistent, and then Chelsea, who have been looking to also reinforce the attack since they missed out on the signing of Victor Osimhen. And well, now it's reported that Barcelona had sent scouts to the match between Newcastle and Nottingham Forest in order to watch Alexander Isak. Now, as you know, Barcelona are currently scouting the market to see who they can sign for the center forward position, as Robert Lewandowski, of course, is not getting any younger. Yesterday, I made a video about the several options that Barcelona are considering, and now we get this news that scouts were watching Alexander Isak. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that Barcelona are thinking of signing. They just sent the scouts to watch them. That's normal. Teams do that. They send scouts, they watch players, and then they decide if that's someone they want to consider or not. Because after all, this will be a difficult operation for Barcelona, given that Alexander Isak's market value is 75 million euros. He has a contract until 2028. So it's definitely not going to be cheap. But nonetheless, I do want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion. Do you think Alexander Isak is someone that Barcelona should consider? Yes? No? Let me know down below. Now, speaking of signing, speaking of scouting, speaking of players, let's talk about Deco, because the Barcelona sporting director gave an interview today, I think it was maybe yesterday, where he was asked about several topics, and one of them was, of course, the contract renewal of Ronald Araujo. As you know, his contract is set to expire in 2026. Barcelona have been trying to renew him for quite some time. In fact, they sent him an offer earlier this year, which the Uruguayan captain has yet to reply to. And in regards to the renewal, this is what Deco had to say. The first thing is that the players want to be here. But in order for them to want to be here, there is work to be done. We have to be competing at a high level, to have quality work, to have people on a day-to-day basis who give support at all levels. I imagine that Ronald wants to be part of what will be the next years of Barca. A Barca that will be fighting for all the titles, that will be winning, that will be there. I say again the same thing. I would like to be part of that if I were a player today. It is being worked on and at the right time, it will be explained. So Deco not really answering the question of what's going on with the contract renewal of Ronald Araujo, just saying, players want to be in a team that's, competing, that's capable of winning titles. And of course, Araujo most likely wants to be here too, since the team is doing exactly that. And I don't like that response, and I have to say this. I don't like the responses because Barcelona became a great club because great players came here and did great things. That's what made Barcelona great. Not because Barcelona was great and then people wanted to come here because it was great, because it's convenient to come to a club that's already great. No. People came here, they did great things, and made the club great. So if a player only wants to be here when things are good and not when things are bad, that's not the kind of player I want. Now, that's not what Deco's saying. He's not saying that Araujo only wants to be here if things are good. He's saying because things are good, he thinks Araujo is gonna want to be here. But again, I just don't like that response. But of course, I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts. So let me know down below. Now, Deco was also asked about Frenkie de Jong and what's going on with his renewal because his contract also expires in 2026. He also has ignored Barcelona's offer to extend his contract. And in regards to that, this is what he had to say. For me, it is very clear. Apart from wanting to stay, the club also makes the decisions. But this is not the time to be worried about renewals that are 2 years old. But first, we have to focus on what we have to do. I can't give information on everything we have because otherwise I would have to explain everything we are going to do every day. Since the way I work is discreet, I don't have to explain what I do with the agents out of respect. So just like with Ronald Araujo, Deco didn't really tell us anything about Frenkie de Jong, what's going on. Just pretty much dismissing the question and just, losing it in a soup of words. And in regards to Frenkie, I already told you what my thoughts and opinion are. I think if he doesn't renew by the summer, Barcelona should definitely put him on the market. Barcelona have spent a lot of money signing him, spent a lot of money on his salary. He's been highly inconsistent. I'm just done with Frenkie, but I know some of you like him. So let me know, what do you guys think Barcelona should do? Should they keep Frenkie? Should they not? Let me know in the comment section. Now, finally, we will end today's video with more statements because Aubameyang gave an interview where he was asked about several things, including the best moments or the best highlights of his career. And this is what the former Barcelona player had to say. If I had to choose one stage of my career as a footballer, I would choose the one at Barca. I would choose the one at Barca. There are many moments that I want to remember forever, but I would choose above all the affection of the culés. So beautiful words by Aubameyang, who's had a very long, successful career where he has been at several clubs, and yet, out of all those years, all those clubs, he most remembers his time at Barcelona, even though he was only here for half a season, because that's how much love and affection he felt from the Barcelona fans. And Auba, we love you, we miss you, and thank you for what you did. Even though it was a very short period of time, he still was able to score. I think it was something like 13 goals in 24 matches in half a season. Pretty astonishing numbers for someone who came for free and only for half a season. So thank you, Aubameyang, for what you did, and thank you for the awesome statements. Anyways, that is all of the news for this video. I did do the podcast earlier today, so make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, peace, Barca.